Hi, welcome back to the Midnight Mount Collection Journey, the series where I tell the journey of me collecting every new mount in Midnight. Last episode, I killed a lot of rares and collected both of the pre-patch mounts. This episode will go over me obtaining many new mounts during the early access and official release of Midnight. Let's go! The War within is now officially over, and so, first things first, I need to complete the leveling campaign and reach max level. I say goodbye to Dornagal, then take the portal to the Algod Nas to help with the desperate defense of the Sunwell. We perform a desperate ritual, which culminates in a massive beam of light erupting from the Sunwell, lancing into the Voidstorm above and temporarily holding it at bay. After defending the Sunwell from the devouring host, we set up base in Silvermoon and begin levelling in Eversong Woods. This reimagined zone combines the original Eversong Woods and Ghostlands, now largely healed from Scourge damage but threatened by Void Cultists and a magical overgrowth called the Light Blue. We work to secure the newly rebuilt Silvermoon City and uncover Xal'atath's initial schemes. After the campaign in Eversong Woods is complete, you can complete the following 3 storylines in any order: Zul'Aman, Harandar, and Arator's Journey. I chose to start with Zul'Aman. In Zul'Aman we venture into the Ancestral Forest Kingdom to assist chiefs in Duljara. The campaign involves exploring the overgrown lower temples of Kilzon, Alazi, Jinalai and Nalarak to rebuild their connection to the lower and survive the Void onslaught.
Day 2.
I then go to Harandar, taking a portal from Eversong Woods to a bioluminescent primordial jungle built around the roots of the World Trees. We defend both Harandar and Eversong Woods from the Light Blue. We also earn the trust of the reclusive Haranir. Next is Arator's Journey. Recruited by Alonzus Val, we travel with Arator across the Eastern Kingdoms to recover ancient light relics needed for the Sunwell. Locations include Lighthope Chapel, Scarlet Monastery, Arathi Highlands, and Blackrock Mountain. The story focuses on Arator's struggle with his family, legacy, and his connection to the light. During Arator's journey, I am granted a mount, the relinquished Scarlet Charger. The first mount I obtained during Midnight's early access release, and one of the easiest as well, as it is a guaranteed reward from progressing Arator's journey. With Arator's journey complete, it's time to enter the final zone of the Midnight release, Voidstorm. We enter Voidstorm, meeting Decimus and the Singularity, a secret resistance to Xal'atath. However, Lord Fraxion attempts to destroy the Nexus Points to purge the corruption, an act that would annihilate Silvermoon. To save the city and stop the total destruction of the region, we are forced to hunt down and kill Lord Fraxion. After this we return to Silvermoon and the leveling campaign is complete, but I am not yet level 90. As in this expansion, you have to complete a portion of the side quests to hit level 90, so I will need to complete side quests to hit max level and to gain renown with the 4 main factions of Midnight. However, since I completed the main leveling campaign, I decided it's time to go and collect some of the easiest mounts of the expansion. I start by heading over to Zul'Aman, finding and defeating 4 Honoured Warriors and looting the Honoured Warriors' cache, giving me the Ancestral Warbear. I then travel to Harandar, find the fungal mallet and use it to ring the mycelium gong, which spawns a chest containing the untainted grove crawler. Then travel back to Voidstorm and enter the Den of Predaxis, making my way to the end of the obstacle course and looting the final clutch of Predaxis.
writing glyphs needed for the Midnight Glyph Hunter achievement, rewarding me with the Crimson Dragonhawk. I then went and completed the Stormarian Assault World event. Completing this event gives you 2 caches per week, both having a chance to contain the contained Stormarian Defender mount. I opened both of these caches. I didn't get the mount. After this, I went back to completing side quests in Eversong Woods. I then later decided to join a rare killing group, flying around killing rares in Eversong Woods, as all the rares in the Midnight Zones have a chance to drop mounts, 2 for each zone. Then this happened. I later left the group after killing most of the rares in Eversong Woods, not getting any mounts. I continued doing side quests along with some delve quests, which finally gave me enough experience to hit level 90. I then went back to doing side quests, joined the Harandar rare killing group, got nothing out of that, continued with questing, and then ran and collected all the study chests from most of the new delves. As I'll need to do this, along with completing all the stories, collecting all the curios, and defeating the delve nemesis, Nullius, to get the Glory of the Midnight Delver achievement, which will award me with the Gigantomanis mount. I then continued with rare killing, and then finally finished all the side quests in Eversong Woods. I then decided to start leveling my ults, starting with my only Death Knight. This expansion, I've decided that I'm going to level ults, whilst working on mounts at the same time. I'm going to queue for looking for group dungeons, whilst killing enemies in Harandar for mysterious sky shards. I needed to obtain the mount Echo of Al-Sharan, as you need 500 mysterious sky shards. You can get these sky shards to drop from killing mobs in Harandar after completing the small quest line. After a few hours of dungeons and enemy killing, I got my DK to level 83 and collected a total of 53 mysterious sky shards. This reminds me, when I did the leveling campaign on my Demon Hunter main, I did the quest line to unlock the mysterious sky shards as soon as I was able to, which gained me a couple of extra sky shards, making the grind slightly shorter. I've also decided not to do any more alt leveling until more progress has been made with the side quests. But trust me, we will come back to the Death World. I then began to work on the Zulaman side quests, managing to make a little bit of progress with them before I ran out of time and had to log off for the day. The next day, all of the delve stories I was missing, all the delves except for 2, were up, so now I'm closer to completing the Glory of the Midnight Delver. But for the 2 delves I'm missing, I'm not able to do those as they are not available until later in Midnight Season 1. After completing these delve stories, I went back to the usual side quests and rare spawns. From this point onwards, I'm not going to mention rare spawns until either I get a mount or I see someone else get a mount, because otherwise it is going to get very repetitive. On the next day, Midnight officially released for those who did not buy the Epic Edition, and with it, the Haranir Allied Race became available. All you need to do to unlock the Haranir is to complete the Harandar main quest line and then pick up a quest and hand it into Lorthmar, giving you the Haranir Allied Race along with the Ivory Grimlink's mount.
The light of the sunlight be with you.
I then decide to work on the prey hunt, as there are 3 mounts I can obtain from these. 2 from the Prey Seeker's Journey, and 1 for defeating every prey on Nightmare difficulty, which is probably going to be very difficult. I log off for the day, having completed the 4 weekly hunts I can do for this week, because tomorrow is weekly reset. It's now the first weekly reset at midnight, and all the new weekly quests are now officially available, with a new dungeon weekly and weekly quests for each of the 4 zones. In Eversong Woods, the weekly quest here is Salthrell's Soiree, which involves selecting one of 4 reputations to gain reputation with for the week, and completing weekly quests, with more becoming available the more Salthrell's favour coins each of the 4 reputations to max, as doing so awards you with the achievement Life of the Party, which gives you the mount Umbral Dragonhawk. I decided to start working on getting the Fast Strides to max first, and then I'll select another. The weekly quest for Zul'Aman is the Abundance Harvests. Abundance Harvests are 3-minute profession-themed zone events at midnight. Players gather materials inside rotating caves, depositing them into altars to earn unalloyed abundant amount, transmog, profession knowledge. The weekly quest for Harrandar is Legends of the Haranir, where you choose one of 7 relics and enter scenarios to relive the memories of Haranir relics, exploring the reclusive Haranir's history. And for Voidstorm, there are 2 weekly quests here. One is the Stormarian Assault, which I've already covered. Completed it, opened both caches, got no mount. And then there is the Void Research Weekly, where you complete 3 world quests in Voidstorm and receive an uncontaminated Void sample to use on the Void Research console to make you stronger within the Voidstorm. Finishing this console grants you the lab-grown Stormray mount, which will take 3 to 4 weeks to complete from scratch. After completing the weekly quests, I went back to the Abundance Harvests and used my Shards of Dundun so that I could get unalloyed abundance, enough to buy one of the 2 mounts. I chose to buy the Blessed Amani Borer, as I'm pretty sure these Borer mounts are a completely new model and skeleton. I then go back to Zul'Aman's side quests, making a bit more progress and eventually finishing it. Now that Zul'Aman is done, I move on to Harrandar to complete all the side quests and collect some more easy mounts, as there are a few mounts I have been putting off. I first go and collect as many moths as I can, as collecting them gives you luminous dust, with which you can buy 2 mounts along with transmog and housing items. To unlock these moths, you need to hit specific renown with the Haratai. Renown 1, 4 and 9 each unlocks 40 moths, totaling 120 moths to find all over Harrandar. At this point I was not Renown 9, so I was only able to collect 80 out of 120 of the moths, which gave me enough to buy the first of the 2 mounts, the Vivid Colossaurus. I then went and collected 150 crystallized resin fragments which are needed to open the peculiar cauldron. Doing so gave me the Ruddy Spore Glider. I then went and collected the last treasure I needed in Harrandar, giving me the Treasures of Harrandar achievement and awarding me the Vivacious Colossaurus. After this, I still needed to get Renown 9 with the Haratai to get the other moth mount, so I decided to finish all the Harrandar side quests to get enough rep to hit Renown 9. After this, I went ahead and collected the last 40 moths and bought the Elder Glowmite, giving me my 11th mount this episode. I think I'm going to end this episode here. I've made insane progress, hitting level 90, collecting 11 new mounts, and completing all the side quests in 3 out of the 4 zones. If you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and check out episode 1 if you haven't already. And while you're at it, check out all my other videos. See you next time.